All right, everybody. I'm here with Mikey Foon. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, how are you? I'm good, Nick. Thank you. Thank you. Healthy and happy.
Good.
As happy as can be, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Let everybody know where you're at and your backstory real quick.
Sure, you got it. So, Mikey Foon. We're in Sterling Heights, Michigan, which is just north of Detroit. We've had our yard here for 20 years. I'm fourth generation.
Wow.
Me and my brother run the place over here with my dad, the king of all scrap. He
I
hangs
love
out
your
when he's
post
not
with
Thank
your
you.
dad,
When
the
he's not in
king.
Florida. So
Yeah.
we do ferrous and non-ferrous over here. We handle quite a bit of industrial, commercial accounts. We run a few roll-off trucks. We have a couple lugger trucks.
Okay.
Right now we're closed, obviously, because of the virus. We're closed to the public, but we're still servicing some of our commercial and industrial plants that are essential and vital and still generating scrap that need it out of their way.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I that's too bad with the situation having to close the retail end. We're real fortunate. The circumstances over here in Idaho are a little different. We are able to maintain our yards and keep them open. We did briefly temporarily close down one of our yards, but we brought that staff over here to process some stuff.
That's great.
So, I mean, our main flow is still just commercial, and that is, very essential. We have a ton of accounts that are in the food processing equipment, food processing, just
Sure.
the food processing in general. We have customers like Costco, if they can't get some of their scrap moved, they would tie up their loading docks, they wouldn't be able
Can't have that.
load. Yeah. So, and then you still got to process it. The material still needs to move. So, everyone's throwing that word essential out there lately. And it really makes you think like, gosh, like how many accounts would be affected if all the scrap yards closed down? What would happen?
Right.
So I'm real glad to hear you're still running your commercial side.
The craziest part is that, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 steel mills that we sell to are shut down. So
yeah, I've heard. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I've heard that. And over here, I'd have to ask Brett about more of that on some of the other ones, but I know we still have a home for most of our material. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like everyone else, man, we just want the virus to go away, things to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And
that's the most important part is,
absolutely,
doing what we can do, being good stewards of helping combat this as best we can.
Yeah, it's going to take all of us. And then you got to just like every day is kind of a new battle, on how to attack it.
I mean, we've still got 5 guys in the yard working, and luckily we have enough bathrooms so everybody can have their own private area so that we can try and keep our distancing as much as possible.
Okay, good. Yeah. We've implemented a lot of new procedures in all of our yards too, and just trying to keep everybody safe, and still trying to process and take care of our customers and just kind of get through all this. And all of our customers have been super understanding if we got to come a day later or we're doing something a little different. Obviously, the pricing's really been affected by this.
Big time.
Yeah, so that's part of it. But in the past, when the pricing goes down, a lot of the public don't really understand it. Right now, it's different. I think everyone understands, hey, everything in life's getting affected. So
there is no normal right now.
No, there isn't. And even like everyone wants it to go back to normal. Like, is it going to be normal or a new normal? I don't know.
Yeah. What will normal be will be a whole nother side of the coin when we get there.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for chatting with me, and let's stay in touch during this. And I just kind of like to get some perspective from some guys and some scrapyards throughout the country, and like really just kind of like talking to our brothers in scrap and just supporting each other,
Absolutely. Thanks for chatting with me as well. And I love connecting with anybody I can. And you know me, I love to talk about scrap all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
So I'm available.
I love following you on your Instagram and all your social media. You know, it's
Thank you,
great.
thank you. And I'm going to be back sooner than later. There's just nothing fun going on right now, and I like to keep it light and fun. Obviously,
Yeah.
I also I like to keep informative and as well. But I'm not much of a politician, and I try to not read all these stats as much as possible, or I'm going to go berserk. And
Oh yeah.
I gotta I gotta take a break for a minute.
You got to keep your mind right. How is your dad doing? Your dad's still down in Florida?
The king, yeah,
The
he's doing
king.
good.
Yeah.
He's laying by his pool, soaking up the sun, staying away from everybody. Thank
Good.
God, everybody I know is healthy, and we're gonna do our best to stay that way.
Same here. My mom and dad, they came over, but they stayed in their car for the Easter egg hunt just to watch the
Nice.
kids in the front yard. We did it in the front yard so they could watch, But they're doing their part. I mean, they're older, so they're just being extra careful,
You
you know.
can't be too careful.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'll call you again in here in a week or two or something. Okay.
Perfect. Keep in touch, buddy. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Mike.